NIO keeps hitting us with some awesome news day after day. The stock may not like it, and I know a lot of the haters out there don't like it either. But today's news, honestly, I think this is pretty damn crazy. But you know what else is crazy? You not hitting that sub button. If you guys aren't subbed, hit that sub button. We got links in the description for the Patreon if you want to hop into our personal Discord to get access to the portfolios and the Discord portfolio. Also, we got links in the description for the merch if you guys want any of that as well. But with today's news of NIO announcing the fact that they are willing to work with other car companies that want to use their batteries is crazy to me. That is crazy to me. This is where I think the EV industry is headed. 100% think it's headed that direction.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of other companies, there's so much R&D that has to go into it, you know, making your own, you know, coming up with your own battery packs and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Like all these other companies are going to save so much money if they just go with NIO's battery packs because they don't have to, you know, spend all that money on research.
Right.
And I mean, you know, that just makes me NIO a lot more money too.
Right. And like the fact that NIO already has the battery swapping stations, they already have the technology figured out. They already have like I think a lot of companies might use this as a crutch for the for the first while, and then I think they'll eventually develop their own, because it seems like what a lot of companies do, when it comes to new technology like this. But I think it's fantastic that they're willing to work with other companies and not just hogging this themselves. I think it's a smart strategic advantage too, because dang well a lot of these companies are going to want to do it. Think about it. It's the same as you putting gas in your car. You put the gas in your car, you use the gas, you go back to the gas station, get more gas. Except this time around, it's just you get a battery in your car, you go to the battery swap station after you use all the battery, put a new battery in, and then you're on your way. It's the same concept. And I think that for some reason that concept just sticks to me. I'm like, this is
I think just because, I mean, the second gen is really faster than you filling up your car with gas.
Right.
As short as 90 seconds. And just that gets rid of the biggest fear with EVs.
Right.
Mileage and, you gotta wait. With my Tesla, I'm gonna have to go over to the mall and plug it in and screw around at Target for 30 minutes.
Right.
Well, you don't got to do that if you have the NIO and you're signed up for the battery swap thing. You just show up,
right?
Swap it out. You got another 400 miles or so. Like that is awesome.
Right. Exactly. But NIO came out today saying that they were willing to work with other companies on this technology, allow them to use their batteries and stuff, or their battery packs. But they did say that the other companies would require them to adjust and overhaul their own vehicle chassis in order for them to accommodate the charging stations. Obviously, you can't just take a Honda Civic or something in there with a battery and swap it out, because that station's designed specifically for NIO chassis. So
right.
Honda and Ford
and just the battery in general. The chassis has to be able to fit the NIO battery.
Right.
Not even when it comes to swapping, just has to fit in there in general. So
right. And we've talked about this before in other videos about Tesla going into China, and there were rumors of Tesla doing a swapping batteries out of their vehicle, even though they shot those rumors down.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it's dead, but they're still the future. We'll wait and see what happens, but I think that between both ways of charging at home and swapping, I think there's markets for both. 100%.
Yeah, for sure. So my sister lives in Chicago, and not everyone has a garage. She doesn't have a garage. Her car is out on the street, and so how would she charge her, EV, her Tesla or whatever? You can't
run along an extension cord out there. No, not gonna happen.
So yeah, that's where the battery swap comes into play, especially in huge places like China, and they're wanting to get into India and stuff, big cities that you don't have a garage, your car's out on the road. So I think that's huge, because all those people aren't going to be able to buy an EV because they can't charge it at home. Right. And they're not going to want to screw around for 30 minutes at Target while their Tesla charges. So this gets rid of that problem.
Right. Now NIO does have in their pipeline for the batteries themselves. They have obviously the 70 kilowatt hour and the 100 kilowatt hour version, but they're expected to release a 150 kilowatt hour version in Q4. That's when it's expected to be delivered then. So that's just even more mileage that you're going to get. And what makes I still can't, the whole battery swapping situation blows my mind, because of the fact that let's say you bought a NIO in 2018. and the 2021 versions have 3 times the mileage on them. You can literally just go swap the batteries out, and now all of a sudden your 2018 NIO is just as good on range as the one in 2021. Like, to me, that blows my mind.
Yeah, that's awesome, because, you know, anytime you want to upgrade, you always got to sell your car, and you usually lose money on that deal, and then you got to buy another car, and, you know, right when you drive it off the lot, you know, it goes down $10,000 in worth. So, yeah, I mean, just being able to upgrade your car like that, that's, to me, that is awesome.
Right, exactly. And now I know we get, you know, obviously we deal with this on a daily basis now at this point. All the people in the comment section talking about how bad NIO is. It's going to bankrupt. It's going to $1. And, you know, yes, we know the news that we report is good. Every time, that's like, we're here to literally talk to you guys about what comes out with the latest updated information with NIO. And obviously the stock takes a hit every time. But this does not, a lot of people think that the stock tanking reflects how the company is doing. There was a video released on YouTube by Bloomberg where they interviewed Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos, and he was basically saying that the stock does not represent the company and the company does not represent the stock. He said with Amazon, when they first got started, that Wall Street was talking so much crap about them that, like, oh, they don't have profit, they can't make money, but yet everything, he said that everything inside of Amazon was going up. Everything was working the way it should. They kept getting better. He's like, all we literally can do is just push forward and get better and better. And that's exactly what NIO has to do. They just have to keep pushing forward and get better and better.
He was talking about the .com era thing when their stock went from like 113 all the way down to, I think it was like $9.
Yeah, he said like $9 or $6 or something.
Yeah, and it's like, that's when he was talking about that doesn't represent the company, because as the stock is going down, everything inside the company is getting better and better.
Right.
And that's, you know, that's exactly what's happening with NIO. But if you look at all the other EV stocks, especially today, you know, everything in the EV sector is down. You know, not just Chinese EVs either. ChargePoint, Plug, they're both down 5 to 7%. At least last time I looked, it could be different now. But, you know, just because there's good news doesn't mean the stock's going to go up. If the whole market is sucking, at least that sector, it doesn't matter what kind of good news NIO puts out. They're going to go down as well. So for them to go up, like, just the whole market, the whole, especially EV sector, EV tech sector, like, it's just going to have to turn around in general before NIO goes up. It doesn't, it's not, like I said, it's not going to matter what good news they put out. It's not going to go up until everything else goes up. Right.
Well, I mean, again, I'm going to throw this example out every time. Look at Tesla. Look how long Tesla was on the market before they got to where they're at now. It took them years to get to where they're at now. And now that's, like, a lot of people say, oh, NIO's dead, it's trash, dog water, it's dying, it's net bank, whatever the hell they talk about. Like, NIO's going through the same, they're going to have to go through the same length, like the process that Tesla did.
Tesla sat there for like 4 years or more before it actually did anything. It didn't start taking off until last year.
Right. And now
they got it on the market in 2016.
Right.
So you're just going to have to wait.
Yeah, I think so. And that's what we're doing. We're waiting. We're long-term players in NIO. You know, buy whether you guys think it's good or not. You know, if you guys think it's a great time to buy now. If not, then don't. Like, we're not going to tell you guys what to do. Do what you guys think is best for yourselves. We're not financial advisors. We're just a couple guys on YouTube that we're telling you what we do, and we're long-term players in NIO, and that's what we believe in. I think they're coming out with great things. It's just a matter of time. It's just going to have to, time is what's going to drive this stock up. It's just time. You just got to give it the time. But that's going to wrap up this video. If you guys like this kind of content, hit that like, share, notification bell, all that good stuff. It helps support the channel. Also, we got links in the description for the Patreon if you guys are interested in that. And we've got links for merch if you guys are interested in that as well. But again, thank you guys so much for all the support, and we'll see you guys in the next video.